Open your ears.
Yeah.
New narratives. It's the
community coalition.
Oh, hip.
I've been letting slap for too long. Unity.
Community. That's how we rise up.
Empowerment.
The knowledge is wealth. Man, let's rise up.
No more fighting as individuals.
We municipal.
Change the forecast.
What's the podcast to listen to?
You got a vision.
I got a vision.
Let's make it visible.
Say we got to
Fight for our rights.
Didn't list me. All biting, no bark. Real talk 360.
Real Talk 360. Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Yo.
Yep.
Might get in trouble with that.
Yeah. Ooh. One of those days. Oh.
Yo.
Jeff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Hey.
Who remember that?
Nah.
Niggas play that all the time.
Niche.
What up, niggas and niggas?
What up?
That crazy ass
Nigga. He wanting to be a.
Hey.
Oh.
I don't know. Stop that, man. I didn't know it's going to be that many cuss words.
That's a classic guy.
What?
I'm talking about.
You know there's gonna be that many cuss words.
He's talking about what?
There's too many cuss words on that. I ain't know it was going to be.
That's all they did on that album.
That's why we loved it. We loved it. It's classic material for a
did
reason.
on that album, man.
Yeah. Man.
Man, you know about the album? Y'all had an album on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Talking about
That was in the locker room. Heavy at college.
that joint lasted right there too. It's timeless music, man.
Yeah.
I play it
Classic,
all the time.
vintage, whatever you want to call it, man. That don't.
Yo, what the deal is? My name is Jamel Lott. This is Real Talk 360.
Hey.
And we shooting this 119 Media Group.
Yeah, real talk.
Jackie's oldest son.
Oh yeah.
All right. Today, man, to the right in front of me, we have. To the right in front of me, we have my right. My right.
Right in front of you.
My right. My right.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I didn't get it. My bad. I was officially sharing.
He was like tagging and sharing. That's what he was.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Hey, this your boy T, Mr. 973-843. I'm in the building as always. As always.
All right, to the left.
Oh man, hey, this me, Dory McAllister, representing Timorsville all day, every day, 843 Whirlwind Nation. We good. How y'all doing?
And right of me to the left.
What's happening? Marion County's own Swamp. What
Really
up?
stand up.
What up?
Yeah.
Really's own Corey Grant in the building here to put on. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Put on. Put on.
You don't know nothing about that, man.
Put on.
Man, that's when we was
I got a question for y'all.
outside.
Yeah.
Where did Jeezy hide the rest of the yams?
For real.
At his auntie house.
Come on, man. Don't even ask.
saw that.
Listen, come on, man. When I saw that online, when I saw that online, man, I just was like,
Yeah, I did too. Like, what? Oh, man.
That's a question for real.
Online, man,
Yeah.
I just was like,
Yeah, I did too. Like, what?
That's one of them games.
Oh, man.
That's a question for real.
the millenniums, I can understand them not knowing though.
One of
I
them
can
really?
understand.
Yeah, you're right.
The millenniums, I can understand them not knowing.
Yeah, man. So how y'all doing today, man? I'm back with, hey, fellas and women out there. If you out there, if you listen to this podcast, you listen to this broadcast. Oh, my hat is shining.
Oh, yeah. That's that green. That's that green on that green screen. I did that with a shirt one time, and y'all wore me out.
The green on the green screen.
Hey, what I know?
Yeah, get right.
Oh man, here we go.
Green on the green screen.
Shit, I'm surprised you can see it. You can't see it on the shirt too. She got a green shirt on.
No,
You
straight
good?
out, man. Straight out, man.
You good? You good?
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's been a couple weeks since we recorded. Now we back.
Just, you know, life be lifing.
I be
Man.
feeling like a kid in the candy store when I come in here though. When I'm with my people though.
Life be lifing.
Hey, man,
I'm with my people.
hands down.
My hands already down. You
Look at
know,
that. Look at that. He ready.
We got probably the best podcast in the world.
think so. You know when you hear the other mumbo jumbo,
Straight up,
man,
man.
it just be, you know,
Yeah.
Yo,
he say, she say, slander, and all that stuff. It don't be real.
I agree.
yeah,
Don't be real.
I'll be like it's all facts, man.
I agree.
All facts.
Everywhere we take you everywhere, real people, real life.
Yeah,
Drewski.
Get biblical on you.
yep.
Yep.
You
But
know?
we didn't. one of my friends told me, "Hey man, y'all got a little biblical to talk about like God like the other week, man." I said, "Shoot, man, I got a pastor sitting next to me."
Hey, it is what it is. Sometimes it's
Word.
like
Yeah. He always here.
So what, Mom?
You got to be well versed.
Well versed,
Right, man. That's what that time.
That's true.
You know, a lot of people ask me what y'all gonna talk about when you come on. I'll be like, man, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's organic.
I don't know.
Drew, what's good, Drew?
Yep.
What up, Drew?
Yeah,
You got no time to
like
holler?
gumbo. We mix it
Yeah.
up, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You know, some discussions, some current events.
Yep.
You know,
We're gonna touch it all.
Yeah. And you know, I was actually, you know what? I thought about you the other day. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about people, you know, I always go like, you know, to the people I like, my friends, I'll be like, what they like most about life, right? And so I was thinking about Corey. He lets you know what the most he likes about life and tell me I'm wrong. But I think one of the things that you really like about a life is being a dad. When we talk about that and the family thing, right?
man. Yes, yes.
And so not to tell you business, but I'm gonna tell you business. But I know that from talking to you, right? I know that and how you grew up, right?
Yeah.
And I know your father passed away
At an
early age.
Yeah.
So you didn't have that. I remember you told me you had your uncles, you had your coaches.
Yeah.
But at your house, you get to be that whole.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. It's a feeling that it's the best feeling of every day.
It is.
Yeah.
Every day. And I'll get it from one of them. One day it might not be the 13-year-old, might not be here today, but it'll be the 7-year-old.
Yep.
Might not be the 7-year-old that day, but it'll be the wifey. You know, so and to be able to be there, be that father figure, be that husband, man, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Man.
It's
I
an
really wouldn't.
experience.
Yeah, it is. And it's one of those things that I actually, you know, I made a decision to take that, to go that path.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, to become a husband, father,
Yeah.
do the family thing. That was a conscious, and it was spiritual.
choice.
Believe me, they asked me, like you just played the Snoop. They was like, man, you gonna get all this up? You gonna get out the game?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it was spiritual.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's been fulfilling, and it's just been the best part of every day. Like I said, man, wouldn't trade it for anything
Yeah.
at all. Made me a better man.
Yeah. And they say, yo, Corey got the greenest grass on the block, man.
I got this neighbor, man. He retired now, so he got more time to be out there. He on me though.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a competition out there right now.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, flowers looking real lovely out
Ooh,
there. Yeah, so you know, little landscaping. It's the little things.
The little things.
So man,
The little things.
So check this out. 913-713-843.
973.
He said fast too.
All over.
913-843.
913, they used to be Kansas, man. Hey yo. So when you look at life, what's the most important thing to you in life?
That I went the opposite way.
Explain that.
yeah, please.
Due to the fact that my father wasn't in my life, and due to the fact that I had a male figure that was my stepfather that did everything wrong.
Did everything wrong.
Yeah.
Everything wrong. I grew up to be opposite of them.
Yeah.
So that's like the best thing in my life, knowing that I am there for my children, that I am a man with integrity, with morals, and I'm still learning, and I'm accepting any knowledge that I am getting right now, you know, as I grow. That's the best thing in life, because every time I sit back and look, and I'm like, man, this ain't hard, because I could be doing that.
Yep.
So that's the best thing in my life, being opposite of
That's crazy.
what I saw in my life.
That's good. That's good.
So Dorian Mack,
Yeah, Bo.
answer that question for me. So what is the best thing in your life?
So it's the family thing, right?
Yeah,
It goes without saying. It's the family thing. I get the chance to impart influence. Man, it's nothing better. And I tell you what, my oldest daughter, right? I keep talking about her like it's crazy, and my kids even say that.
Shout out to Daisy.
Yeah, she watching too. But she'll know this because I told her this story. Like, she's 25, so at 18 years old, she showed me that I really got to grow up, right? And my baby, which is a girl too, show me that I gotta be the best version of me, right? Because I'm raising queens. My sons get it, you know, they get it in the middle. They're gonna get all of this from here to here. But my oldest is a girl. She's out in life right now, trying to figure out things on her own, being that queen, and my baby is watching all of this happen.
Right.
So I get to influence all of that, man, and there's no greater feeling.
Yeah.
No greater feeling, man. So being a dad, especially the girls, man, golly.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
Godly.
Really
I tell you.
Hey, Ma.
Listen, I've been a girl dad for a long time until
say
my
what's up
son
to my
finally
mama.
came.
Yeah.
Say what's up to my mama.
Oh.
Hey, Miss Jackie, how you doing, Miss Jackie?
Oh, we ain't see it on the screen, Miss Jackie.
Yeah.
It's on my page.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Miss Jackie.
Brianna Hunter, how you doing? Go ahead, man. I ain't mean to interrupt you.
No, but just saying, I was agreeing with Dory. Like I said, I've been a girl dad for a long time till my son came.
Yeah.
And my son is the last of the Mohicans, and it's like, man, listen. And to speak on that, like I'm about to have an adult daughter next week on the 7th. She's turning 21, man. And I was telling somebody that, and it was like, wow, I don't believe that you got a daughter that's about to be 21. You old. I'm like, I just started laughing. Like, I accept the oldness.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
A lot of people don't meet that.
I got a son, 31.
31.
See?
I'm just playing.
Crazy.
That's what Kevin Hart did. Dang.
You know, right? Damn. But hey.
That's what's up, though.
So check this out.
We checking.
If you look at the title, it said,
Oh, wait. Let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
You had an event one time. I forgot where you were. I think you probably was in Virginia, but I know you had all your kids and your grandkids.
I was here.
You was here,
at my
and you
house.
had everybody there.
Yeah.
When you were, I wasn't there, but I know you were somewhere sitting, and you could see all of that.
Yeah.
What that made you feel
Was
like?
that one of the best days of your life?
Yeah. What? How you felt that day?
Yeah, if God took me today, I'd be happy. If he took me that day, it would be happy. I would be happy, man, because, you know, that took me 49 years to make that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It took me 49 years to get all my kids at one spot at one time. You know what I mean?
Had to be dope.
Yeah.
That's coming from that's coming from California, Florida, Charlotte,
Look at that.
and the two I got here.
Or,
And man, it was crazy.
yeah, no doubt.
I said, man, Mama made it.
Hey, man, tell me. Get watery.
My
Them
mom
be
made it.
them be my favorite times.
Yeah.
When everybody, you know, get together. That them be the best.
You know, I was excited about.
What that?
I had enough room.
So when you the adult,
Yeah, I had enough room. I
Yeah.
said, man,
shoot, when you think
What?
back and look back, man, them other spots we was at, man, we made enough room.
Yeah.
Might not have seemed like
Right.
we had enough room,
Right.
especially if you look back at it, you'd be like, that we was all in there.
yeah,
And we was all in there.
yeah. I can remember something. I remember I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we were talking about his house, right? And he said, "Man, we got 2 living rooms." I said, "No," I told him, I said, "Man, you got 2 living rooms, man." He said, "You know," I said, "You know, back in the days, one of them living rooms would have been a bedroom."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Already know. You were already
Exactly.
Yeah, man, come a long way.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, you know, if you see the title, say, "Are you too big for your circle?" That goes a couple ways and go a couple ways. So I'm gonna take it this way though. But and the reason why I said that, you always hear the quote, "Be the bigger man or be the bigger person." So if you find yourself in life always being the bigger man, that means
Okay.
your circle's too small.
I like
people. Your circle's too
I
I
like
small.
that. How
like,
you
I
was
like
gonna
the
do
pen.
that?
Yeah, I like
All
the
right.
span you put on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I'm a logical,
yeah.
real simplistic thinking person, and when you put it like that,
Yeah.
chop chop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if you always got to do this, you know, a lot of stuff starts with favors, man.
Oh man,
Favors.
we be trying.
Yeah.
You know, some people, you know, people ask you you do favors for friends and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
correct.
And at that time, but it's like, I heard this guy say, everybody emergency is not your emergency,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So when this is emergency, they come to you in emergency time, you know, I guess they want it right now. So that forces you to make a decision, right? So when you make that decision and you go along with what they ask for, they need you to do, it's never reciprocated back. Like it's not an emergency to return that favor to you one day. Or it's not an emergency to return that favor.
Right.
So, and then I was thinking like, if you always, people come to you for help and things like that, and you give advice to some people, sometimes the advice that you give to people or the help that you give to that person is detrimental because you did it. Because you might have been blocking a lesson.
Yeah.
Or you might have been blocking a blessing.
From you?
Because you're doing it. Because you're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I had this thing. I was thinking about this thing today. I was like, I could be wrong. So if God didn't look out, why should you?
Ain't got a serious
Oh man,
too.
I'm laughing because see, man, that's cold, but that's real.
That's real.
But
If you
It sounds crazy to say though.
Yeah,
but
if you think about it,
it depends if that person has faith. Are they praying? Are they looking for God to help them?
Which person? The person that needs the favor?
Yeah, that needs the favor. That's what he's saying. He said, why should I? Your statement was, why should I help if God didn't? That's what you said?
Yeah, I said, why should I help if God did?
So the spin could be that God sent you to help.
Or you could have got in God's way.
True. We just talked about that last week.
Because the thing is, if they prayed to ask for the favor, but did you pray to say, should I do this?
And you have to.
Yep.
You have to. You absolutely have to.
but what if you didn't know that they was gonna ask?
And because it's their emergency.
Right.
So you didn't have time to pray.
Yeah.
That means you should have made a decision going off the emergency.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I learned last week, good work. A good work doesn't mean God work. Like just because it's a good thing to do doesn't mean God ordained you to do that. Like you could be out of the will of God just by doing something you think is good. He didn't. I learned that Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A good work doesn't equate to God work. You have to pray and ask God for the faith begin. Like you said, faith. Faith begins like where the will of God is known. Like you got to ask God, what do you want me to do here in this situation? Then He gives you that. Then your faith is activated at that point.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Oh well. I'm already doing things at a slower pace than people want me to.
And that was a message for me.
So now,
yeah.
I mean, because that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to implement that. Sorry, y'all.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to pray on it.
And it's so small, right? Because let's say like somebody needed a favor from you for $100, right? Yeah. And a good thing would be to give them $100, right? It's good. But you pray to God, and God was telling you to give them $500, or God was telling you to give them nothing. Because I got something else coming from this way. So you could be out, like you say, you could be out of the will. Like you could be out of line. Right. That's cool.
Because you didn't get in line to asking them.
Right. That's cool.
And I like the fact that you said it could be nothing, could be that amount, or it could be more.
Could be more.
Yeah.
You don't get that unless you ask.
Yeah.
You ask.
Yeah. I'm just doing me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's cool. I learned that Sunday.
And doing you ain't it.
Doing you ain't it.
Doing you ain't it. Because what they said, it ain't your will.
It ain't your will. It's His will.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I remember I had a friend. He used to always tell me, "Man, I want to quit this job. I want to quit this job." And I was like, "Yo, don't quit. Every day I'll tell him, don't quit. Just hang in, right?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling him don't quit because I know what he got going on and things that he have to do.
Yeah.
But maybe it was just that time for him to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by listening to me, that he didn't take that step.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he still could be in the same place instead of listening to me, instead of listening to God.
Correct.
Yeah. So let's come up with a way where we're gonna have to not explain it, but we're gonna have to come up with a way to say, I'm not giving you an answer right now.
Yeah.
I need time to think.
Yeah.
Let me get back with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
Nothing wrong with that.
And then another thing is it depends on who you're dealing with, who you're talking to too. Because if you're talking to the right person you gotta ask them, are you doing this with the will of God, like in you? Like, do you have the faith, or did you pray about this?
Yeah.
You gotta ask them.
That's the first thing.
That's the first thing. And then sometimes you might not be dealing with that type of person, so they might not even believe in God. They might not believe in faith. They might not. So now it's definitely going to be all on you to pray and say, hey, should I do this? Because say if it's somebody that doesn't believe in God, or they have their own God they believe in, and then so now you being the person you are, because like I said, if you're just genuinely a nice person, or you want to help others, now it's all put on your shoulders for you to sit down and say, hey, is this something I should do? Because you explaining that to the person that's in the emergency, in quotations, because most people are not in an emergency. If unless you really put yourself into that emergency. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's all on you to make that decision. Like, hey, I need to sit with this, just like Corey said, I need to sit with this, give me time. I gotta think about it. Yep. Because I mean, a person gonna say their emergency, I need it right now. Yep. What option was I? So that's my first question. Like, what option was I? Was I number one option because I got it, or was I the last option because your other options failed?
No. Yeah.
So you have to. Sometimes you have to ask them questions. If that's it. And then, like I said, it depends on your relationship you have with the person. Because I mean, most of us at this time may say, if it's your sister, it's your brother, it's a close family, maybe even your moms, even your pops or somebody, you're not even gonna think about it because they're your family member. Yep. But if it's someone outside your family, then you might think about it a little bit more. Yep. But you should also think about it too. If it's just if it is a sibling, or if it is your parent, you should think about it. Also in every aspect you should think about it. Yep. Because like I said, I had a stepfather that did nothing right, so he borrowed money from me, and I never got it.
But learn that at an early age. Don't loan it out if you. But
another thing to go back on that too. Like I said, if I was at this stage then, I would have known not to give it to him. God would have told me not to give it to him, because the only thing he was doing was shooting it in his arm.
And
see, there right there, I was in with the will of God.
Yeah, and that's all depending on your circle too, or the type of people you're around.
Correct.
Like, let's say if I went to Corey, I said, Corey, I need, let me borrow $500, right? So before then, I should know that I'm asking Corey to take $500 out of his household.
Yep.
That means I'm asking you to take $500 from your kids, from feeding your kids, from taking care of your household. How selfish is that?
Let me expand on that, because I used to go through that all the time, and people used to ask me for X amount of dollars, like X amount, and I used to give it without even thinking. And I used to rationalize it by saying, they know I got 5 kids. So either they are really, really selfish, or they really, really need it. And I couldn't decide between the two, because it was family. Now, because family know I got what I got. They see me, see me where I'm at, and they know I got 5 children. Yeah. So either you're really selfish or you really need it. And I couldn't figure it out.
At that moment, it's like, if you're hungry, right? You'll ask somebody for something to eat that you don't even know, right?
Correct.
So if you're in the spot that it's the feeling that you get when you're hungry. When you're hungry,
starving,
you don't care who feeds you.
Yep.
Right?
I'm starving.
So whatever I did to be hungry at that time, at this time, I don't care if Corey got to take a 16-piece home. I need 9 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. I know he has some at home, but at that time, I'm so hungry that I don't care if his family eat, as long as he can feed me now.
Yeah, because they don't need all that, and I'm hungry.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I agree with that.
So I'm like, yo, at that time, I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about me and my existence, or how I got in that situation.
Yeah, it's desperate times.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy, ain't it?
That's a crazy way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't need all that.
Yeah. And the first thing they do is like, I return the favor. At that time, they probably was thinking, I will return the favor.
Yeah, I'll get you back.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
But you got to dig out of that hole that you're in first. And at that time, when it's time to return the favor, now I still gotta feed my kids.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna feed my kids before I give you everything back to feed your kids.
Yeah.
And you should understand that. That's how I'm thinking.
But you know what was missing in the middle of that?
Yeah.
In all of that?
What?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what is missing? Because I don't.
There's no in between all of that. The person that needed it, that didn't care that you had to feed, they never look within themselves to see, because they're creating a cycle. It's not. They ain't gonna fix the situation. It's just a temporary solution. It might not be you the next time. It could be somebody else. But they never did the work to say, hey, what am I not doing that keep causing me to be in this situation right here?
You should never borrow what you can't pay back.
Yeah, it's work.
Yeah.
Could it be would it be worse if it were time that they were taking away or asking you for versus money?
It's still something you can't pay back.
Yeah, because money, because you can get more money.
Yeah.
That time.
More valuable.
Time is more valuable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
More valuable.
So that's why if I call you and say, let's do something, that means I'm asking you, Corey, hey, come with me, leave your family. I don't know why I keep saying you. Corey, leave your family and come with me.
Yeah.
And going where I want to go, where I want you to go. So you see how detrimental little things could do. I mean, little favors or little whatever you call it from a family position. So I'm asking, when I say, Corey, hey, yo, let's go. Come on, let's go. I'm asking you to leave your family.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So really, I shouldn't be asking you to leave your family for no BS.
Correct.
Definitely not that.
Correct.
Yeah. So
correct.
Yeah.
If I say,
correct,
Corey, come on, let's go to a strip club at 10 o'clock at night. Man. And we'll be back 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Man.
So as your friend, I didn't do you no favor.
No.
Actually, I was selfish.
Kind of, if we went, you kind of would have did me a favor.
right.
Because I do still like strip clubs. Oh. I was talking about that the other day. Look, I don't frequent them. I don't go. But I can appreciate the artists. The artists. That's pure art.
You is crazy, yeah.
But I get your point. Yeah. And you know, if it's especially if it's, Monday or Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? I still I got things to do the rest of the week. I got stuff to do and everything like that. We ain't celebrating nothing. It ain't really nothing that really has to go down like that.
Yeah.
Tonight. So yeah, I totally get you. Yeah, I totally get it, man. I gotta agree. I can't disagree with nothing you're saying right now, man. It is. And if like you said in the beginning, that's what could make you, if you're doing that constantly, and there's more than one person pulling you in more than one direction, then you might need to evaluate your circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in your circle, you look, right? You look. Now, I don't think I'll be good if I couldn't relate to nobody that's single and don't have no kids to raise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that would be pulling you away.
Yeah. Totally. There's a lot we don't have as far as our day-to-day operation.
Yeah.
Like gangster, our daily operation.
Or doing single things.
Yeah.
Like not being single and doing single things. Like I'm pulling away from that too, because that is a distractor.
It is
as well.
It is. Don't want to do that.
That's definitely. I mean, that's like me when I moved down here. I used to hang with somebody down here. We still cool, and they was, I guess they was single. They did stuff that I already done in my life. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this no more. Like, this is not me. Like, it was the clubs, all the stuff, and I just was like, I can't do this. I'm past this stage
I didn't
already.
Come down here for this.
I come down here, to relax, chill out, meet somebody, be with somebody. You know what I mean? Be happy, be a family person. And it's just like, you understand that as you get older, you start maturing, you start seeing things, you start saying, hey, you know what? I can't do that. You still my peoples. Anything, if you got something else going on, I could freak with that. Other than that, I can't do the being at the club all the time, seeing all the temptations. I can't put myself in them environments of temptation if that's not the life I'm trying to live no more.
Yep.
And then like I said, so it's like I said, it's always about the company you keep. So yes, you are going to get bigger than your circle, depending on what your circle is. But hopefully, as you grow, you should be able to uplift your circle too, so they can reach the same levels you reach.
Yeah.
That ain't your job.
It may not be your job, but you can influence. You can influence though. Not necessarily say.
Again, I agree.
Which one?
I used to think that.
Yeah.
That ain't your job no more.
Your job.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you gotta. You can't.
To uplift your circle?
You can't spoon feed. I think you can influence though.
No, but see, okay, check this out. I ain't uplifting no more. I'll sharpen. But I ain't uplifting. Uplifting is a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to uplift and plus if they don't really want to go there.
Because especially if we're peers.
When I call you in the morning, what we do?
Oh, we go
sharpen,
at it, but we sharpen. We iron sharpen iron. Yeah, we
you know what I'm saying?
Things off of each other, and it's cognitive.
But I ain't never telling
warfare.
Once you're around a certain circle, there might be some disagreement, but disagreement is not understand what somebody don't understand at the moment.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I gotta uplift you, that means I gotta go back down.
Yeah.
Right.
And stand back up.
Yeah.
Man, that's too heavy for me these days. I'm 50, man.
You know what I'm saying? When you 40, 45, 50, you can't spend no time. I'm about to say so much time. You can't spend no time, no wasted energy trying to uplift people that's the same age as you.
You're right.
Like you got to move forward. Like you got to take all the energy you got to move forward. You got your own battles to fight anyway. Now what they can do is watch from a distance and say, "Oh wow, let me try to run up there." Remember we had this conversation? Run all the way up there where I'm in and get in front. And we can walk together from there. But I ain't got time to be pulling you. You grown at this point. You grown. You've made your choices. At one point, we were together anyway.
Yeah.
And you saw the move, but you chose. You made a choice. We all get choices. You made a choice to stay stagnant.
Yeah.
That ain't my responsibility no more.
Nope. Sure.
You chose to stay stagnant.
Yeah. Absolutely.
At some point, you're going to realize we black.
Yeah. Because we
can't keep doing this.
And we probably, if not with me, we've had these conversations.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what's happening.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You making decisions. These are choices.
Choices.
At this point in time.
You got a choice.
Yeah.
I can't.
You got a choice.
It ain't a mistake no more.
That tree's not.
That tree is bearing. It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Tree is bearing, that's
at a certain level, you can't have mistakes. You can't have mistakes.
That's root work, cuz. And that tree that's a full grown tree.
The only people that I feel like I should be uplifting
is
right
your
now
children.
is
That's
my
younger
children.
Yeah, you owe it to them.
Generation.
You owe it to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I talked to two of my kids. I was on one the other day. Hey, I was talking to two of my kids, right? And I put a post on there that said, you got to know what you want your life to look like.
Got to know.
Yeah. So
You got to know what you want your
gotta know.
life to look like. And I used the references like, you heard I say reference. I used the references like, life is like building a house.
Yeah.
So, and check this out. Life is like building a house, right? Okay, I'm going to go with you. What are the first thing you do when you build a house?
Gotta find you. Where we gonna build? Location
and plans.
You got the location. So what's the next step there?
Foundation.
Some plans.
Realistically,
how it gonna look?
We gotta look at the cost of what everything is doing.
Cost ain't shit. Excuse me. Cost ain't
so
nothing.
that don't matter right
now. We might be building a house. We can build it.
Okay.
What's the first thing you do when you see that land you going to build that house?
You imagine what the type of house you're gonna build.
Yeah, we're gonna see what
I can see myself here.
So, first,
imagine
a lot of people, the first thing they do is they go to foundation, right?
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah, when they start, you talk about starting to.
But yeah, foundation. That's the first thing they think is foundation, right? But it's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
I agree.
You know why it's wrong? You forgot the blueprints.
You got to get the prints.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot the blueprints.
Got to know what you're going to build, how it's going to look.
Yeah.
And that's like life.
Yep.
You got to know what you want your life to look like. So you got to have a set of blueprints.
I told my daughter that.
All right. So now we got the blueprints, right?
Okay.
So what's next? I got the blueprints.
Yep.
What's next? It's simple.
Foundation.
Material foundation. Yeah.
Foundation.
Okay.
You got to have the right foundation.
Now check this out. The higher you want your house to be,
the stronger, the sturdier your foundation.
Hold on, give it to me. The higher you want your house to be, the higher you want your life to be, the deeper your foundation has to be.
Correct.
Right.
You can't have an 8-inch slab and talking about you want a skyscraper.
Yeah,
of a life, right?
Right.
So your foundation is so important. Not just the foundation, it's how deep your foundation goes.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
So when I say foundation, now I'm going with morals. Now I'm going with goals. Now I'm going with things like integrity. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying like stick to the script, right?
Yeah.
So we done went from blueprints.
The good stuff.
Right? That's what I'm telling my son. You went from blueprints. You got to know what you want your life to look like.
Right.
So now you know what your life to look like. You got to build your foundation, right?
Correct.
Now the next thing is, and it's just like life, how many stories you want to go. You can have a 1-story life, or you can have a 1-story house, right? Or you can have 2 stories, 3 stories, 4 stories, but it all come back to the foundation and the blueprints.
Yep.
So I was like, whatever you tell me you want to do,
Yep.
get your blueprints and live the rest of your life, making your life look like what you wanted it to be.
Right.
So every day, if you don't, actually, we was talking about me and my son. I'm gonna use Jamal for example. Say you want to go to the league, right?
Okay.
I said, if you want to go to the league, I said, where your blueprints? Show them what the blueprints. What's your foundation?
Yeah.
So right now, your foundation is education.
Right.
Because to get to the league, it starts today. It starts at school. Because before you get to the league, you got to graduate high school.
That's right.
Play football.
Yep.
You got to go where next? College, right?
Yeah, you got to go there. Yeah.
So every day you wake up, your job is to get to the league, and it starts with school.
Yeah.
So every time you don't work hard at school or practice or something, you don't want to go. You don't know. You think you know what you want.
You're just talking.
Did you write them down?
Yeah, you got to write them down.
Gotta write them down.
Yeah, and you write them down. What is that?
You got holding yourself accountable.
The blueprint.
Oh, that is the
Yeah,
blueprint.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah. And in that blueprint, what I will say at that age and during those years, what you want to do is you want to have that wide and deep foundation, like you were saying, but it's got to be broad. You want to have a broad. You want to have, personality, education, charisma, physical strength, mental. You gotta have all of these facets. So that when you start building up and seeing where your thinking go, you want to have the ability to adjust. Because we know how life be lifing. You might make a plan. You might draw out a blueprint. And you think it's gonna be like this. But that wing didn't develop how you thought it was going to develop. But you still got a broad enough foundation to where you can build and go up over there.
But foundation never changes. It never changes.
That means you got to use a good concrete.
Yep.
And it can't have no bubbles in it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And another way to explain that to the youth nowadays, you got to build that type of algorithm.
Yeah, you
algorithm
now check this out. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, I'm gonna let you go with that. But you got to. I'm talking about with grown people too.
Yeah.
Definitely, grown people.
Definitely. Like I said, but you have to build that type of algorithm in your life because that's all majority of the youth understand, because that's how they get easily influenced. That's why I said you have to influence the people that you want to help in your life. I mean, like, especially your children. And like I said, everything y'all just was saying is exactly true. Like if you're not starting out right from the beginning, it's going to be times you're going to slip and you're going to be like, man, it's going to throw you totally off track because you have to, like you say, you have to have that foundation. And like I said, that's good, to influence the youth to say, gain a blueprint, definitely get a blueprint of what you want. Because like you say, Jamal has to graduate high school. He has to make sure he start training. He has to make sure he getting a proper diet in there, because you don't want to be, around here catching cramps and bone structure. You got to get all this. It's a repetition. So that's why I say you got to build that algorithm in your life for you to be like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is my goal. This is what I want to do.
Yep.
It's a lifestyle.
It is definitely a lifestyle. Yeah, definitely a lifestyle.
It's the lifestyle. It's the foundation, man. I'm telling you, foundation is so crazy. It's so, because life, when you say life be lifing, those sticks, those the frame that you throw up on the foundation, life gonna knock them down. Life will knock them down. But if the foundation is there, like I tell my kids, the foundation never changes. It never changes.
You can always rebuild.
You can always rebuild. You can always change course. You can always adjust your plan. But the foundation got to be strong.
And another thing is too, family is foundation, because if you got family that's really supporting you and pushing you and giving you them jewels that you drop into Jamal, is what it is. I mean, because you think about it, some of us in this life probably would have went totally different way if they'd have had that family structure, that foundation right there from the beginning.
That might have hurt you.
It might have hurt you, but it could have also.
Go ahead. I'm finished. I got you. Go ahead. I'm finished.
Okay, so it also could have could have helped you out. Could have gave you that structure. Like it's crazy. I heard somebody say it was on a comedy thing. Though they were saying like they could tell when they talked to a woman that had a 2-parent home compared to a woman that didn't have a 2-parent home.
But see, man, that could be so tricky. That could be so tricky. And I'm gonna come back to you because I spoke to my father. Man, my father, we talk real. I'm talking about we talk real. And he was talking about he was always said, yo, I wouldn't, he said sometimes it bothers me that I wasn't in your life. But then again, it might be as a blessing I wasn't in your life. Because in the state of mind I was in, I probably would have effed up your life. You know what I'm saying?
Corrupt.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. That's
it's possible.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
When you said family earlier, though, I don't know where I heard it, and I don't know what y'all think about. They said family, relatives are what you're born into, but family is chosen.
Yep. You choose your family.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You choose.
Born. Those are relatives. Family don't mean the people you. Your family is who you choose to be in that circle that we're talking about.
Yep. You make choices. You make the choice.
And because these days, even family could be out of that circle of trust.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Those are relatives. That's what I mean. Those are relatives.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Those are relatives. You can't change
people
that.
You know. You can't never change that.
No, that's a relationship. That's an affiliation.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. I got a word for you. That's
like I said, I'm not gonna harp on my stepfather. I mean, God bless, he's doing real well now compared to when I was younger and he was trying to raise me. But that was my fuel. Like because my father wasn't there, so my stepfather was so it just was so toxic that it made me feel like when I get older, I'm not gonna be that. Yeah. That's all it kept telling me. That's all I kept telling myself. I'm not gonna be that. Like it was because it was more so. It was toxic to my immediate family, and it was also embarrassing to me in the hood.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot right there. Now.
Yeah. And
that's. I mean, I got stories for. I got stories for days. I got a story. I'll give you a brief story summary of one incident that I will never forget. I don't care how old I get. My stepfather purchased us some bikes for Christmas.
I heard this. You
heard it? Okay, I did tell the story already. Okay, yeah. So, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
That's like I said. That's embarrassing. Yeah. So you start thinking, and you start, like I said, and you start building yourself to another level when you start seeing things. Now, not saying that I could have seen him do that and went the same way, but that was my fuel that made me say, hey, I can't be this, and I want to be better. And then to also have on top that my father wasn't there to, be there to talk to me and say, hey, I'm your father and this is what it is. That made it even more fuel. So it was like, keep throwing gasoline. When I get here, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. And it's sad, and that's why I kind of resonate with what you just said. You said your father said this, and maybe that was that. You know what I mean? Because if my father would have been there, maybe it would have been like, oh, I'm good, whatever, and I'd have been around here doing anything, but I'm not.
Right. Yeah. We did see some two with some good 2-parent homes, and we said some messed up 2-parent.
Oh yeah,
homes.
definitely.
Correct.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. I
my wife is a school teacher. I be hearing it.
Oh yeah,
man.
I know you get it. I know you get the story.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy now.
It's unbelievable, man.
It's crazy.
It is really unbelievable. You would think that it's this a movie, and that's children growing up in a household like that.
But do you think it's because they're not getting spankings no more?
They're getting like.
You think parents are spanking now? Do you think that we became better adults because we got spankings?
I did.
No.
You do?
I did. I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just scared to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more. So it was more fair.
But it was you were reprimanded for behavior that you knew, and it wasn't unless you were abused. It was something that you did.
I wasn't abused.
You probably deserved it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Punishment.
Beating somebody is easier than gaining. You could beat them. It's easier than for them to respect you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was raised by an old lady.
instead of me talking to you, I'm gonna talk to Tori. Instead of me going to you and solving our problem, right? And respecting you, I can just go ahead and beat you and traumatize you, but ain't nothing got solved.
Right.
I just know not to mess with you no more. But did I learn a lesson?
No.
Yeah, I did, because I got told while I was getting the whipping what I did wrong.
I did.
Yeah, and so I mean, it wasn't about. I knew what the relationship was. I was just disobedient.
Yeah.
And maybe in this is probably my 4th or 5th strike. You know, before it got to that level, at least with the way it was. But I deserved it.
You a boy.
Yeah,
You a boy.
you know how we do.
Ain't no way you can hit little mama now.
No, but that's
My daughters ain't never.
no.
My daughter,
Those days are done. But believe me, I mean, it wasn't. It's definitely not that. But she got popped on the hand before.
Yeah,
and
you got beat.
But that's
I got a whooping.
It was totally deserved. I was disrespectful, and so I mean, she wouldn't be like that.
I think it was
that's
Corey.
what I want to say.
It was Corey who said last time. I think it was you who said nobody's embarrassed no more.
Oh, shameless.
No, shameless. That's what it is.
They're shameless.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's no shame.
There's no shame now.
There's no shame.
There's no shame.
So that's
None of that.
So you think that's the where the disrespect come from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the parents have no shame.
No shame.
Right.
No
No,
shame.
there's no shame, and that's what the children are feeding off of, and that's why there's no shame in their game.
So I'm getting this.
You can't tell me that everything that
Yes.
the house is organized, right? And the kids is outside doing whatever they want to do and whatever they think they big and bad enough to do, and your house is organized. That don't even make sense.
Nope.
But what about PK kids?
That don't even make sense. that don't make sense.
What is PK?
Preacher kids.
Oh,
Preacher
preacher
kids.
kid.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
But you know what? A preacher's kid is. I think I've never been a preacher's kid, but I think a preacher's kid have the hardest battle because you're gonna have to battle the people that's looking at you for to be perfect. And I know we going back. We be going spiritual, right? Shoot, the devil was after Jesus. The devil was after Jesus.
Yeah,
He was a preacher's kid.
Yeah,
Right? Am I lying?
No.
you're right. Yeah.
So he gonna be after you.
Yeah.
Okay, the world gonna be after him because they want to see him break.
Yeah.
They
true.
want to see him break. They
And
want to
they-
see him break, and whatever. See what he was saying wasn't right. So now you still got the devil on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the preacher kids told me they never asked for that anyway.
Yeah,
They never asked to be preacher kids. So it's a heavy thing you put on them. Like they preacher kids now.
Yeah.
They different from the regular kids.
They are.
because you have to.
Man.
Damn, it got to be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's a lot to be.
But that's
I need to get one
but
of them on the
but
show.
You know the crazy
Preacher
thing
kids
is,
holler at us, shout us out.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, as a youngster, right? If a dude hit the preacher's kid daughter, it's like a big thing. It was a big thing. Oh man, I hit the preacher's kid. I hit the daughter.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't right.
Yeah.
My homeboys from Chicago on here, Nuka said first he said yes, it's discipline in effect. Growing up, discipline was in effect growing up in Chicago. I know it was when y'all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he said yes, it's a spiritual warfare period. You know what I'm
is.
saying?
It is, man.
So just think, man, if you grew up in the house as a preacher's kid, what's that spiritual warfare that you have to fight?
Because you're getting it 24/7.
Yeah.
24/7.
You're right. What his name is?
I don't know.
Augusta Reed.
That's
Nuka.
just-
You remember we called him? He was in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiritual warfare, man. And it's funny he said that because spiritual warfare in today's age, right? A lot of people don't know how to fight it. Like you fighting a spiritual battle with a flesh mentality. Like you can't beat the devil like this.
No.
You'll get your rump kicked.
Because
Yeah.
people don't believe.
Yeah, they don't believe.
There's a lot of people that don't believe.
And that's why they're getting their rump kicked
Yeah.
And can't understand
and
it.
can't understand it. You getting kicked. You getting your rump kicked.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't even be that way. Like you got answers. Surround yourself with like-minded people that's moving forward-thinking people. Like you got to have some kind of faith in that. Like this, the Bible says, like a mustard seed.
Faith of
Like, you got to surround yourself with those kinds of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's half the
And if
battle
you
right
don't
there.
have any in your circle right now,
Move, change your circle.
find one.
Change your circle.
Find one.
These people are so easily influenced, man.
I deal with it every day. I deal with it every day. Like easily influence people. Like, why? Influence. You got too much going on in life to be bogged down by this right here. Find a forward thinking person. Get the blueprint of what you want your life to look like.
Are they old? Our age? How
yeah,
old?
man.
Can you teach an old dog new tricks?
You can't teach them nothing.
You can show them a different way though.
You can talk. You can talk to your blue in the face.
That way.
Yeah.
You can try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say try.
Yeah.
If that sounds right.
They gotta grab it though. They gotta want it.
Yeah. But I was an old dog. I learned some new tricks.
Yeah. They gotta want it.
But you gotta get tired.
You can't. That want to.
You gotta want to do it. You gotta want to do it.
Man, you gotta get tired.
That want to.
Yeah.
Just like we talk about how we can't give our youth and our kids the willingness or the want to, the drive. We can't give it to. You definitely can't give it to nobody.
You can't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like
they set in their way.
Just like Jamel said, you got to get tired. If you keep running around in a circle, and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, you must enjoy it. Because if you don't want to come out that circle and take off, because usually that's how you rev up a car, right? That wheel starts burning out right there, and then you gone. But people don't want to do it. Some people just want to burn that wheel out, keep burning that wheel,
and it's one thing if you're doing that and you're happy. And your family's happy and things are being taken care of. But if you're complaining, or if you're unhappy, and you have people around you that you're making unhappy, then that's what we're talking to.
Yeah.
You know.
And then they be lying because if they doing that all the time, they be doing that all the time, and they say they tired and they want different, they gonna do that same thing tomorrow, then they lying. Yeah. You ain't tired.
Nope.
You made a good reference when you said a car, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying you get in the car, right? Mm-hmm. You got to put your foot on the brake, right?
Yep.
You go past reverse, you go to neutral, right? Mm-hmm. Neutral just
Yeah.
But it's easy to go and drive, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
How hard is it to drive in reverse?
Very hard.
Very hard.
Very hard.
Very hard.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when we turn our music.
You got to be skilled. Yeah. You got to be skilled.
They got mirrors. All these cars now, I see they got mirrors on the top, on the side, and everything like that. Yeah. So I got to.
But it's easy to go what?
Go forward.
Yeah. You
go
might
forward.
have to sit in neutral a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes when you're neutral, you're thinking.
And that's okay. Right.
Yeah. But go forward. Get out of park. First, you got to get out of park.
Mm-hmm. Brother, that's
if you got to go to neutral, stay there for a little while. But you got to go forward. Okay. You don't even got to look back. You got to look back to go in reverse.
You
know what I'm saying?
I hope you do. I sure do.
Yeah, that ain't forward thinking. You got to look back to go in reverse. So for you to go in reverse, you got to look all the way back. If you got a backup camera, I got a backup camera, and I still turn my head if I got to go in reverse. Mm-hmm. But you know what? To go forward, I just put it in.
Just put it in drive. Go in drive.
Put your life in drive.
And then you don't even have to hit the gas.
And it'll go.
Yeah.
The transmission.
I remember when I first was driving. When I got taught how to drive, when put the car in drive, and I was like, "It's going."
Yeah.
You ain't even got to hit the gas. It'll go.
You just got to guide it.
But look how many people.
So it's taking you. So it's taking you there.
Yep. You just got to guide it to the right path. You just got to guide it to the right path for you.
No, I got you. What? You got to shift to another gear.
Yeah. You
got to go to another level.
I did used to steal my sister's stick shit.
But look how many people we allow to pull us in reverse.
Yep.
Look how many people allow other people to pull them in reverse, to go backwards. And it's it's called fight or flight. Either I'm going to fight to be better, to move forward. It's a fight. Or I'm going to just fly back to what I know. Fly back to the mess. Fly back to the comfortable. Yeah. I'm going to go back to being comfortable because I said it before. It takes work to go from good to great. Yeah. And a lot of people are comfortable being good. Yes. They don't even want to go. It's great over here.
It's a lot more people comfortable not being good. What's less than what's beneath good?
Fair. You're fair.
Yeah, you fair.
It's good.
Average.
Yeah, average.
Fair.
Average.
Yeah. Average ain't getting nobody nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah. A C never got me a scholarship.
Man, no. They ain't gonna get nobody now.
Yeah.
Get you a lot of financial aid.
That's all it gets you.
Making them say a lot of that.
That's still going back because you're gaining debt.
Reverse. Reverse.
Yeah. Because if you get them scholarships, you ain't got to pay nothing.
You ain't got to pay nothing.
Yes.
You ain't got to pay nothing.
So you want to be great.
Yeah.
But that's how some people. I don't know, man. It's like I said. It's a lot of words that got taken out the dictionary that people don't use. They don't want to be different. They don't have no integrity, and they just do not want to do the work.
You gotta look up them words, man.
That's
Shoot, I ain't know the word. I had to look up them words.
Yeah, you did the work though.
yeah. Like I said, but like
You
I said,
did the work.
They be tripping.
people-
Gotta work.
Integrity went out the window a long time ago.
We ain't got nothing to that.
Boy, I tell you, shameless.
Integrity,
As long as I got that bag.
Yeah.
Integrity is
It's gone.
As long as I got that bag.
It's like a helium balloon that went in
gone.
the sky. You don't know where it went. It just gone.
Man, that's
We glorify it.
That's
Yep.
a new tattoo, man.
What?
Integrity.
Integrity gone.
That's a new,
Morals.
because, man, to have morals,
Yeah.
to have integrity,
Yeah.
it takes one word. You got to. That means I'm telling you, you got to be accountable. I'm gonna tell my oldest son, man. I said, man, you sure ain't called me in a long time. He said, yeah, man, I know. He said, the reason why I don't be calling you all the time because I know if I call you, you're going to ask me what my plan is, and I'm going to have to be accountable. So he right now, I don't. So I said, man, that's not fair.
Telling you right now, I ain't got it, man.
That's not fair.
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. Because if he tell me when I'm got it, you know, when he tell me he ain't got it, you know the next thing I'm asking? I'm put a stamp on it. So when you think he gonna get it?
What you doing to get it?
Yeah, what you doing?
So now I
to
say
get it?
I respect it because you don't got to lie to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You didn't lie to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He ain't gonna even waste your time.
He know who you are. That's great though.
But that
I ain't
I
gonna
feel
waste
that
my
same
dad
way.
knows.
But
If I call him, he gonna.
see, that's a
we gonna
try-
talk about accountability.
But that's a shot to like consistency.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of
Yeah.
my favorite things.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I know
Yeah.
sometimes I don't hear from family members.
Yeah, his
I
too.
get sent to voicemail. Some of the same thing. Oh, here he go. Oh, here he go. I can't record right now. I can't. I don't want. Not right now.
Can I put
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Can I put a plug in there? Because when you talk about consistency, I know all of us do, but when you talk about consistency and accountability and you talk about that with people and family, do y'all get, he think he better than,
Oh, yeah. That's the easy
you
way
think
out.
you, and then I get they hang up in my face.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You think you better?
At least
than
I don't get that to my face.
Yeah.
I don't. Not at least not recently, but
What's up, Cynthia?
I used to. Thank God, not recently.
Hey, yo.
Is what I say. So
Thank you. And I'm just talking about this, like
Yeah.
this right here.
Yeah,
They call me crazy.
yeah. I got that too.
I'm
He crazy.
crazy.
He think he know everything.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he think
Yeah.
But you know what I told somebody? He said, you think you always right? I said, yeah. I said, you know why? Because I don't talk about nothing I don't know about.
And you know what?
I used to say I might not be exactly right.
Yeah.
But I'm mostly right.
Yeah. When I say, when you see me sit back and don't say that, that means I'm learning.
Let's talk about it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about
Help
it.
me.
If you think I'm wrong, let's have a conversation
There we
about it.
go. Let's learn.
And I always tell people in my house, fact check me. Go to somebody else who you think is
That's all-
reliable.
that's all
Who
I
you
ask.
think is reliable.
Right.
And then ask them what we talk. Tell them what we talked about.
Right.
See what they say. That's all I ask.
That's all I ask. And you'll find out.
Another thing I say, the shit
One,
that
I
I'm
ain't
giving you,
crazy.
people pay for.
Yeah, I ain't crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
And I am I'm probably right.
Hey, yo,
People
man.
pay for this stuff.
Yeah, check this out. I always ask Jamal, so you think I'm too hard on you? He said, yeah, I used to think you was too hard on me, but now I kind of see what you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. I said, for real? I said, yeah, because you don't talk to me like you used to talk to me. He said, Dad, I'm growing up. He said, I used to think you was Superman. I said, I ain't Superman no more. He said, nah, I ain't saying you're Superman, but I done grew up and I can do some things on my own now.
My man. Hey, Jamal, what's up, nephew? My man.
You mortal. You mortal.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm Black Superman.
Yeah. Black Adam.
Black Adam. He's like,
Hey, yo.
he's like, nah, man, you
But-
Clark Kent.
But yo,
I know you Superman, but
yeah,
you Clark Kent.
I said the thing, I'm gonna tell you how things changed.
Read that. That's up your alley right there.
Where that? Oh, that's Cornelio. That's my own boy.
Yeah.
Cornelio. But with accountability, people like to say that they hold themselves accountable. You can't hold yourself accountable. That's not how it works.
You can't hold yourself accountable, huh?
You can't.
You can't.
Yeah, that's why
So you need
look
accountability
for
partner?
Accountability partner. Now you can try to hold
I like
yourself
that,
an accountability partner, but if you're, I guess if if your blue plans ain't right. Not because it's easy to. I always say stick to the script. Now I say stick to the script because as long as you're close to the script, you can get back on the script. It's just when you go way left, you can't. It's hard to get back on that script.
Yeah, right.
So as long as I stay in that path, as long as I stay in that lane, I might go over a little bit, but as long as I'm able to come back to that lane.
How can you not hold yourself accountable? I don't understand. I don't want to say I disagree. Because if you can't, he said you can't hold yourself.
That's not how it works. That's what he said.
That's not how it works.
Yeah. Cornelio, you want to call me? Call my phone 843-687-5055.
How do you think accountability works?
I always think you need an accountability partner just for what Jamel just said. Like if I go far left, like no days when I'm out, I might drift a little far over to the left. I need somebody to say, hey, remember what you said. Remember what you talked about. Now you can do that too. Remember what I said. Like you get to, remember what I said. You know, I was going to do this while I'm over there. Let me get back in line. I think you can do that. Okay. But I still think you need an accountability partner too. On those days when you can't do that.
Okay.
Cornelio.
Okay.
What's up, Jamal?
What's going on? This is Cornelio, and I could never say his last name. But he on the phone with us right now. Hey, Cornelio, my man Corey want to ask you a question.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for shouting us out. Appreciate the love and appreciate you, chiming in. Your comment there, I was wondering, when you say you can't hold yourself accountable, that's not how it works. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so a lot of people like to, what Jamel was saying at the moment was like, man, that, there's people that don't like to call him back because he holds them accountable. That's the way it works. And that's what you should say to that person that thinks that you're better than them. Hey, you can only hold somebody else accountable. You cannot hold yourself accountable because you are the one that sets your own lane, right? You're the one that says that the hard line of what you want to or do not want to do. Mm-hmm. So when somebody says, I hold myself accountable, no, you don't. First of all, that's not your nature. Your nature is for you to sin, for example, and for you to do whatever your body wants to do. So discipline is what people confuse sometimes with accountability. It's not accountability, it's discipline. That you say, hey, I'm gonna wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna do it regardless of who's gonna call me. That's not accountability because you don't have to answer to anybody to do that. That's discipline. Accountability is when someone needs to be reminded or that something needs to be done, right?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. So more in a literal sense is what you're referring to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, when someone says, "Oh man, you think you're better than me?" It's like, no, I don't think you're better. I'm better than you. You know what? You can hold me accountable too of what I'm telling you that you need to do. Mm-hmm. And accountability is a two-way street, or accountability needs at least two people in it. Okay. The rest, when it's your individual, that's discipline. Okay. Hey, I got the discipline to do X, Y, and Z. So that's what I meant.
Got you.
I love that.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
No. Hey, one more thing, guys. I love the conversation. One thing, I sent a message to Jamel about the spiritual warfare, and I wanna say this because he didn't read his text message, which that shows discipline on him.
Yo.
The thing with the spiritual warfare, and this is where it gets really worried, right? Is that now in this society, we like to label it. Listen, mental health is real. But sometimes we decide to say, I'm having these issues, I'm having this, I'm having that, and we like to just go ahead and medicate people instead of actually going to God and say, hey, this might be a spiritual warfare. Let me go ahead and bring this to God. Let me pray for it. Let me fight in the spiritual realm. And instead we say, oh no, just go pop a pill. So I think that it is dangerous when we're in society that we don't believe in a spiritual warfare. Or we don't try to at least seek God whenever things are happening in you, in your mind or in your heart. So I just wanted to share that.
Hey, Cornelio, real quick, man. I agree with that, right? Because a lot of times when you have situations, right, we always resort to whatever is quicker. And it may be the medication is quicker, but we never resort to God first. What does God, can I take the situation to God first? Like,
exactly.
Because you get that's where we as believers or people of faith, that's where we're supposed to go first. Yeah. Like no matter what situation is, because at some point everything is spiritual. So why not go there first? And then if you got to take your medicine, take your medicine. But at least I went to God first.
Exactly. There's always a medium as well with that. Is God put inspiration and knowledge on people for them to create medicine,
Yep.
which is great.
Yep.
And there's times that we need to rely on it, but you're right. But if you're someone in faith, bring it to God first, ask for guidance, and then seek professional help as needed.
Correct.
But a lot of times we have these anxieties or thoughts or even dreams and nightmares, and the first thing that people want to do is like, let me self-medicate. Let me go ahead and you're right.
And God grew everything you need.
Everything.
Yep.
Everything you need.
Everything you need.
You guys continue the conversation. I'm enjoying it. Thank you for letting me call in.
All right.
Thanks, man. Yep.
Appreciate you.
Cornelio!
Hey,
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have Cornelio. I'm gonna have Cornelio on here one time. He got a hell of a story.
Oh,
Man.
man.
Yeah, he got a hell of a story, man.
You know what I'm gonna add to that though?
Yep.
I'm gonna say this. A lot of people may take things to God or pray. Like I said, everybody has their own type of spiritual
correct.
name, right?
Yep.
God reveals it to you what you need to do, but they don't know how to pick up read the signs.
Yep.
That's it. You get the clues.
You get the clues. He tells you a lot of stuff.
Just like Scooby-Doo.
I mean, he puts it right in front of your face, and most people overlook that, and they can't realize and see, hey, this is what God's telling me to do, and don't know how to do it. They don't follow the instructions.
So you gotta pay attention.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
Pay attention. You get clues. I'm telling you.
I was getting warnings. I'm about to get you.
Yeah.
But the world had me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You about to get me, but I can pay so and so, and I can get out of that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody around you, we gonna get him. We gonna get him. We gonna get him. Oh no, you can't get me. Got me.
Yeah.
But if he didn't got me, I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I was telling this lady the other day on that. Tell me, actually, I've been home 20 years last week.
Come on.
But check this out. He put me there, right?
Yep.
I'm talking about everything that came to me. I should have never went where I went.
Yep.
And it was hard. One night he came to me and said, "Hey, I'll put you here."
Why?
sat you down.
Why though? Why?
He didn't tell me why. He said, "I'll put you here."
I said you that.
Because my thing was, I'm fighting, trying to get out of here. You know, trying to get another lawyer, going to here, failing, going here and going here. I was 6 months in. I was asleep, and I seen something. I heard something. I was so scared. I didn't want to pull the cover from over my head, right? But what I saw is a picture of who we think he looked like, and he said, "I'll put you here." And it made everything easier. I told somebody I had the best time in the penitentiary, and they laughed at me. You know why? I knew I was there. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was there, so I had to make the best of it.
Yeah.
My name is Jamel Lai. This is Real Talk 360, and we are out of here.
He better be glad he ended that one. Right? Hey, I jumped up.